Discussion boards or discussion forums are popular activities for online learning. First, it allows each student to share their knowledge and to learn from other students' posts. Second, it allows for interaction about the content that is being studied. And third, online discussion allows for more time to think and write your thoughts, which eventually lead to more in-depth discussions than a traditional face-to-face class. It is very important in an asynchronous course that students post by the due date to allow for mutual learning and online communication and interaction. To be able to get the most out of the discussion board, please make sure to do the following. Post by the due date. Carefully read what your instructor expects you to complete with the discussion forum. Read the material related to the topic you need to post about before you write your post. Consider writing your post, reviewing it, and then posting it to the discussion board. Read a few of your peers' posts and make sure to respond at least to the number that your instructor specified. Sometimes one sentence or a question that could extend the discussion or cause your peer to reflect on what they posted is enough. Oftentimes, more in-depth post is needed. Don't just say good post. Research indicates students ignore such a post and it doesn't initiate further interaction. Remember, we're not looking for Twitter posts. And keep in mind that the goal of most discussion boards is to encourage rich online dialogue. How did the discussion board look at Cabrini? Anytime you see this symbol, it indicates that this is a discussion board. There are various structures for discussion board. The main two are the general one, a standard discussion board where you create a thread or reply to the instructor's question. Make sure to read the directions. Most often, your instructor will ask you to read your peers' posts and to respond to a number of them. In this case, you will need to click on reply to the post you intend to respond to. Let's take a look at a sample discussion board. This is an example of a discussion board inside of Cabrini University. We're going to look at Unit 1 discussion, and this is the first type of discussion often a faculty member will post in a class, and it's an introduction about yourself. And in this discussion, it asks you to include some information about your current position, leadership experience, etc. So as a student, I would click on Unit 1 discussion, and I would create a thread. And it gives me the description of what I'm posting about, and in the subject, I'm going to type introduce yourself. In the message, I would write some information about myself. Now, this is a very simple task to do for introducing yourself, but if the question was a little bit more complicated, I would often write the response in a Word document or some other document, review it several times, and then post it to the discussion board. So I'm going to write, hello, my name is Dr. Pran, and I am the Instructional Technology Specialist. I would continue to write more information about myself, but at the very bottom there is a submit button. Once I submit my discussion, it shows up on here. It will have the title and your name. If I click on the title, it allows me to reply. So if another student clicked on this title, they could reply and they could then write a message, welcome to the course. And they would hit submit as well. So this is an example of a discussion board within Cabrini University. A more restricted discussion board is where participants must first create a thread in order to view other threads. This means that you'll not be able to read your peers' post before you complete your own post. In some situations, your course instructor might have the class in small groups. Again, it's important to read the directions and any other instructions that are provided by your course instructor. Each professor decides whether or not and how they will assess the discussion boards. Please make sure to review the syllabus or any other information provided by your instructor. If you don't see any information about assessing discussion boards, don't hesitate to ask your professor. As you finish watching this video, please go to the folder titled Participating in Online Activities. Look for the symbol of the discussion board, read the directions, provide an original post by creating a new thread, provide a response to an existing post by clicking on reply at the bottom of the post you intend to respond to. Enjoy the exercise.